Moses, yes, God. Are you ready to lead my people out of Egypt? Absolutely. Great. So the first of the 10 plagues is going to be turning the Nile. The 10 what now? The 10 plagues. It's how I am going to reveal to everyone that I am the one true God. And then I will lead Israel to freedom. Why? Do you have a better idea? Well, you could freeze them. We'll just walk right by. Or magic carpets. Just fly right out. Easy. No one gets hurt. I think we'll stick to the 10 plagues. 5 plagues would be faster. How about 10? Can we do 7? 10. How about 8? We could do 12. 10's good. Okay, 10 plagues it is. But first, you must go to Pharaoh and ask him to let your people go. Pharaoh, can we go? No. He said no. Go carpet. Yip yip. Go to him and say, this is what the Lord says. Israel is my firstborn son. This is what the Lord says. Israel is my firstborn son. And I told you, let my son go so he may worship me. And I told you, let my son go so he may worship me. But you refused to let him go. But you refused to let him go. So I will kill your firstborn son. But you refuse to let him go. Say it, Moses. But what if he gets mad? You refuse to let him go, so I will kill your firstborn son. Is that a threat? I do not tolerate threats, especially empty threats. Now, if I knew who your God was, maybe I'd be afraid. But I have a dozen gods I'm trying to please. I do not have the time or the desire to get to know your God. Now, if you could show me that your God is different, maybe we'll talk. Maybe. Moses, throw down your staff. What? Throw down your staff. Why? Stop asking questions. Throw it. A snake. A snake. A snake. Nice trick. But I have tricks too. Magicians, throw down your staffs. See? Snakes. Your God is no different. Did your staff just swallow my staffs? Perhaps your God is a little different. So can we go? No. First plague. First plague. Bring it on. Okay, watch what happens to the Nile. Is that blood? Interesting. Magicians, call on our god Khnum. He can do the same thing. You see? What is that smell? So, can we go? No. Plague 2. Plague 2. Whatever. I hope you like frogs. I like frogs. Okay, that's a lot of frogs. Magicians, call on Hecate to get these frogs out of here. Hecate! Hecate? Moses, can you get these frogs out of here? When? When? Well, that's a dumb question. Tomorrow. Why tomorrow? You say your God is different. Prove it. My gods are powerful. I want to know if your God is powerful and precise. Can he rid the frogs when I tell him to rid the frogs? If he can, then we'll talk. In fact, I may even put him on the list of Egyptian gods. Just above Ra, but below me. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow then. Thank you for that. You're welcome. Can we go? No. But you said... No is the only thing I've said that matters. Okay, plague 3. Gnats. Gnats? Where are you going to get enough gnats to create a plague? Moses, strike the dust. Oh, dust into gnats. I did not see that coming. Magicians, show them my power. What do you mean you can't? What do you mean it's the finger of God? You know what? You're fired. I'm just going to call on Gabeb. Gabeb, get rid of these gnats. Gabeb. Gabeb's busy. Can we go? No. Flies. Flies. Well, flies are better than gnats. Moses, why aren't you swatting flies? Flies aren't plaguing my people, only yours. Well, that's not fair. You're right. It's not fair. I have to say, Moses, your God is pretty remarkable. So, can we go to worship our God? Yes. Really? No. Okay. Tell him that next there will be a plague on your livestock. My livestock? What about the livestock of your people? I will not touch the livestock of my people. Why are you and your people so special to this God? What have you done to deserve his mercy? I told you, we are his firstborn. That's it. That's it. First, your God makes the frogs disappear at an exact determined time. And then he makes the flies swarm around me, but not you. And now, hey, how's our livestock? Dead, all of them? Even the donkeys? How about Israel's livestock? Of course, they're alive. Can we go? No. Time for boils. My God says you will be plagued with boils all over your body. How many of these plagues must I endure? As many as it takes. As many as it takes for what? To let you go and worship your God? Because that is not going to happen. Ask him if he believes that I am the creator of the universe. Do you believe my God is the one and only true God, creator of the universe? Of course not. Everyone knows it takes many gods to do that. Boils. 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 Even on my animals? Okay, I give up. You win. You're free. Pharaoh, are you sure you want to give in so easily? If you give in right now, it just looks like you're weak. Who are you? No one you know. Yes, I'm sure. I'm tired. And this God of the Hebrews, he's powerful. And his power is precise. Like nothing I've ever seen. No God I worship. I called on Khepri to rid us of flies, and that didn't work. And Apis, he would not save our livestock. And Sekhmet, he's ignoring these boils, but the God of the Hebrews, he's not ignoring anyone. He loves his people for no other reason than they're his firstborn, whatever that means. So yes, I'm tired. I give up. So are you going to worship this God? Sure. He's in the top 5 now. You know, this God is not going to stop these plagues until you acknowledge that he is the one true God, the creator of the universe. Well, that's not going to happen. You hear that, Moses? I'm not sure what just happened, but I have renewed strength. I am not going to give up my gods just for your God. You're staying right here. God, what did you just do? He was going to let us go. Yes, but for the wrong reasons. But he was going to let us go. Moses, I strengthened his heart. I hardened his heart to help him to understand that I am not just another God to worship. I am the creator God, and above all, I am a parent who loves all of his children. What did I say before all of this began? And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand against them and bring the Israelites out of it. Moses, I will bring you out of Egypt, but I am not done stretching my hand out against them. So until they know who I am, plague 7, hail. Tell Pharaoh he can save his people and his livestock if he brings them inside. Otherwise, they will die. Pharaoh, if you want to save your people and your livestock from death by hail, You'll warn them to take shelter. Don't tell me what to do. My God Nanut will save us. You heard him. Everybody inside if you want to live. What about our flax and barley? Gone. Well, at least we still have our wheat and spelt. The locusts got those. Where'd the locusts come from? Plague 8. Suatek, God of crops, are you seeing this? Do you believe me now? Yes. Will you worship our God? Yes. Only our God? No. Plague 9. I can't see. Moses, are you there? Let me guess. All of Egypt is in darkness, but the Israelites can see just fine. You see pretty clearly for someone who's in the dark. No matter. Ra, the sun god, will shed light. Ra. Ra. Okay, fine, you can go, but leave your animals. But we need our animals to sacrifice. Tell Moses, no deal. No deal. You did it again. You changed his mind. Why do you keep doing that? Because he still doesn't acknowledge who I am. He's left me no choice. Prepare for the Passover. Passing over what now? Moses, listen carefully. Tomorrow night at midnight, I will go through Egypt and I will kill all of their firstborn. But I will pass over all of the houses of my firstborn Israel as long as there is lamb's blood on the door frames. You did it! And we will celebrate this day always, and we will call it Independence Day, just to remember how we got away from Egypt. Yes, Moses, we will celebrate this night, but we will call it the Passover. And you will teach future generations how much I loved my firstborn Israel. I loved them so much that I passed over them. I passed over their doubts. I passed over their imperfections. I passed over those who acknowledged me as God, and I killed those who did not acknowledge me as God. Okay, so we're going to call it the Passover. We're going to name it after the last plague and just kind of ignore the other 9 plagues. Kind of like we could have skipped to the end and just done that one plague. Huh. Wish someone would have thought of that. I sense some sarcasm. I just don't understand. I mean, it's almost like none of it mattered. You kept saying that you wanted Pharaoh and his people to worship you and deny all of their gods, but that never happened. And you freed us anyway. I did it for you, Moses. For me? Well, for you and Israel. All of you needed to see that I am different from the gods that the Egyptians worship. And you all see it now. Yes, I wanted Pharaoh and the Egyptians to see it too, but that didn't happen. You will be my witness to the world. And I need you to remember this because someday there will be another firstborn slain. My firstborn son. This time he will be slain to save the world. So you just killed the firstborn of Egypt to save your firstborn, Israel. And you're saying that someday you are going to kill your firstborn son to save the world? Remember the lamb's blood on the door frames that told me to pass over you? Well, one day that lamb will be my son. This time, giving the whole world a chance to be freed. I bet you won't have him endure 10 plagues. Well, let's see. People will tell lies about him. He will be arrested. A friend will betray him. Another friend will deny he even knew him. The rest of his friends will desert him. He will be accused of crimes he didn't commit. They will hit him, flog him, mock him with a crown of thorns. And then they will crucify him. So yes, he will go through his plagues. The whole world? Wow. You really are the one and only God. And I would love to hear more about this. Maybe you can teach me more on the way to the promised land? I would love to. We have 40 years to discuss everything. 40 what now?